2020 bow season, finally. It's a day we look forward to every year. From planting food plots, running trail cameras, all the things that we do to get properties ready. And it's finally here. And it's a cool morning today. So, I've got a couple bucks on trail cameras that I'd be interested in. But just to be out here on opening morning and experience the woods waking up. It rained. It rained all yesterday, so everything's raining still. Everything's dripping. But just to experience the woods waking up, the crows are starting to call. It's that time of year. The leaves are turning. It's the fall. I love this time of year. I said a little prayer this morning before I put on that arrow. Hopefully it'll be a good season, a safe season. I'm excited. I lost 360 acres yesterday. I've got tree stands put up over there and everything, and I'm very fortunate to have other properties to hunt, which is really nice. So we'll see how it goes this year. I've done a lot less scouting on these properties, so we'll see. It might be a little more exciting when I don't know a buck when he comes in. I've got a couple that I'm looking at here, but there's probably a few out here that I have not seen on trail camera. I know there will be, but I'm excited. Just to be back in a tree stand is so nice. Unfortunately, if you can hear it, here comes the rain. It's gonna start pouring now. Still raining a little bit, but it was downpouring. I'm not soaked inside, but everything outside is soaked. All my gear is soaked. Boy, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to dry tonight. Well, I came in for a hanging hunt tonight on this leaning tree. There's no other way to get a tree stand in here. Normally I'd be hunting out of a tree stand, but this is where our tree saddle is perfect for this kind of setup. Ran in here, threw some steps up the tree, jumped in my tree saddle, and I'm all set. I can move around, and being it's a leaning tree, it's leaning away from me, I can still sit here nice and comfortably. If I had a tree stand, I wouldn't be able to get in this tree, so this works out well. You gotta have a lot of different tools for everything you're gonna do. So what I'm hunting in tonight is a tethered mantis tree saddle. I've got a rope man on here so I can just easily adjust it up and down. I've got a scrape right down here that I've got a mock scrape. I put a cell camera on a couple days ago, and I've been getting a pretty nice buck moving through here back and forth. So I'm hoping he comes in again tonight. I don't know if I want to shoot him. He's borderline, but I want to get a better look at him. He's got a big body on him, so. Just took a big doe. She came in behind me, so I didn't get much footage. They were right underneath my tree stand. And she came around to this side and came around right there. And I had to turn around and get back this way. Shot her right there. That's the nice thing about a tree saddles, man. I could spin right around. I was expecting them to come over here, and I had to spin around and come way over here. She fell about 50 yards out there. I can see her right now. I can see a white belly. That was cool. Now, she ran that way, so I'm hoping a buck will come along. I can do the same thing with a buck. That was awesome. That's my first deer with these new broadheads. I'm shooting the day 6 Evos this year. I'm gonna try them out and see how they do. First deer, dead as a doornail, 50 yards. That was awesome. That's the buck right there that I was sitting here for. I didn't know if he was a shooter or not. I couldn't tell on the trail cameras. I mean, he was right borderline. And he came right through. 20 yards away, he was right underneath me and then turned and went up the hill. And he walked right through my opening at about 20 yards. That's exactly why I sat here. That worked to perfection. That's nice. That's what the versatility of these hang and hunt are. I've got a bunch of hawk sticks that I carried in here, put the sticks up, and then I sat in my saddle. Most of the time we've got hawk tree stands all over the place, but this particular spot I had a trail camera in here and was getting pictures, so I wanted to see that buck up close. Well, I saw him up close. Hopefully there's a bigger one in here. That was fun. I don't care how many bucks you see over the course of your career. It is still fun to have a nice buck walk by, whether you shoot it or not. Just being in the woods is, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Hopefully his granddad does the same thing. About 20 yards away at the closest. He came right up, right where that doe went that I shot earlier. And he walked right up her blood trail, right up almost to my arrow. He is about 18, 20 yards away, right there. Just not big enough. He's a nice buck. Really, really cool to watch these deer. What a fantastic night of hunting. Well, I was hunting on one side of the road and Reed was on the other side. So this is my son Reed. He shot that buck during the youth hunt. But I took a nice doe tonight. And, I think I heard her crash right over there. I saw corn stalks crash and everything, but let's go take a look. Big doe. Well, it looks like I hit her a little bit high. I saw her duck just a little bit right at the last second. She turned towards me. I looked at the replay and she turned towards me, and I kind of got her angling back, but she didn't go very far. I bet you we're not even 100 yards from the tree stand, so that was a fun night. You saw a bunch of deer too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. She'll eat good. All right.